Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The Bowling Green Falcons offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. It's a quarterback keeper. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The offense going with the hurry up. They'll run it here. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. So NC State's offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding space at the 12. Powerful running into the secondary. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Stiff arms the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a 1st down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Oh, he tosses it back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. And the Falcons' offense is back out there now.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. No huddle here for the offense. ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage. No huddle now for the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Black 24. Black 24. Razor.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call.
Holding. Offense.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards.
Got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He finds the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here we go. Let go.
Looking to throw it again. Caught in the flat by the running back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a 1st down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Trying to get the throw off. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. That's the spin move. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Offense.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's complete downfield. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. And Kirk Bowling Green has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Only a small gain. And now looking at 2nd and 9. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, they're going to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. Keeper for the first down and more.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Wolfpack line up now, 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Bowling Green's offense retakes the field now. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback still with the football. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Sullivan. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. He'll hand it off. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Bowling Green. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try to run behind the big left tackle. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Running with purpose. Working his way inside the 15. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Hold it. Offense.
Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 1st down here for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll try the left side with a toss. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's the running back in the flat. He's swarmed by the defense.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
Get set.
It's a blitz look here from the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
29 Philly.
From the shotgun, drops back. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. BAT gives him a 10-point lead, 17-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Running out of time in the pocket. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Looks like the offense able to recover it there. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. This one will be fair caught. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one sails incomplete. Threw it too far.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there. Maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incompletion makes it second down.
3-25.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And the running back takes the handoff. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to... Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes long. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for three?
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And bring him down. Pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Ready?
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Lasso.
Ball handed off. Runner with an impressive spin move there. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, NC State.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the Bowling Green offense back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Handoff from the shotgun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the quarterback keeps it here.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They come to the line alone. First down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not a long return, but the important thing that Nick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They will claim the 2nd half lead.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Falcons offense is back out there now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game, because that was a big-time game.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Important second down play coming up. And on the carry, he's heading left. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense.
Here we go.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Fires it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
On the set.
NC State lines up first and goal.
Set. Convoy.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seam.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Ah, the hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big fullback to get behind that big bruising offensive line? Old school touchdown for this offense.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Bowling Green's offense retakes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. So far, it's NC State on top. They're sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Bowling Green offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Pass complete. It's second down now.
They get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. play fake. He'll look to throw it. This time, a completion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Can he get there on the ground? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Here we go.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Ready up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball.
Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
On the double.
2nd down after that previous play.
Clear.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
Jackrabbit.
Here's a handoff testing the middle. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Ready?
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal.
3:25.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of two-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the Falcons offense is back out there now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
On the ready.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. The pre-snap motion from the offense.
Ready,
Excellent field position here for the offense.
Lasso. Lasso.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, North Carolina State. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bowling Green's offense retakes the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The pass rush closing in. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And it's caught. And we're able to get him down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get 3 things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down. So it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's on the run, launches deep. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's going to take another shot right here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defense is coming after him. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Now it's second down here. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.